Oh, it's Rick Taylor.
What it do, y'all? It's your boy Eater Black, the one and only, and y'all here tapped in with Rap Draft.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Rick Taylor back with another episode of the Rap Draft. I got my dog Eater Black here with me, man.
Sir.
What's going on with you?
Man, I'm coolin', man. Happy to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
For sure, man. Here on the Rap Draft, we like to interview artists of all kind. Whether you're a rapper, producer, comedian, actor, whatever art you do, this is the platform for you. And basically what we like to do is like let the fans know more about you, or for people who don't know you, let them know about you. So with that being said, my first question for you is, where was you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Actually in 53206, man. It was cracking over there.
Okay. Yeah, that's a dangerous area right there. Like, so growing up in that area code in Milwaukee, period, but specifically in that area code, I mean, zip code or area code, whatever. Zip code.
Right.
Excuse me. What was life like growing up for you as a child?
And it was different. You saw all types of things. You know, you saw drug dealers, you saw crackheads, you saw pimps, you saw hustlers, you saw everything. Gangsters, soft dudes. Like you saw it all. You heard gunshots, but you know, people think that it's like, you know, the scariest thing to do. But honestly, it was eye opening for a lot of things. You know, it showed you life in so many different aspects, and you know, how to make it out of whatever.
Right. Now, growing up over there, did you ever have to have any, like, did you run into any problems like gangs or fights a lot and stuff like that? Or did you have it like pretty cool?
I lived with my grandparents. Like me and my mom, we lived with my grandparents and my brother. So like, if I did run into something, it didn't last long. They ain't play that shit. So,
Right.
But yeah, we ran into all that. Whenever we go to the parks, we used to go play at hoop at other parks, getting into fights and stuff like normal kid stuff. It was never nothing too serious. I'm gonna knock on wood because nothing happened. But yeah.
Yeah, I already know. Now, for the people who want to know, who is Eater Black? Like, who are you and what do you do?
So I'm Eater Black. I'm known from a lot of people as a comedian, more than likely. I be doing everything, bro. I be dancing, I be having fun, just an entertainer. You know, I DJ, I used to bartend, I do it all, boss. And I'm actually starting to get in movies, so we're gonna pray on that too.
Yeah, you said starting into movies. What you got coming up? You in the role or something?
Yeah, I got a role. We ain't gonna speak on it too much, but yeah, I'm in an upcoming movie, so I'm stupid excited about that.
Congratulations about that, bro.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, I see you said you used to bartend and DJ. So I never knew that with the DJ thing. So how was that experience like, and what made you get into that?
So first shout out to my boy Ace. He actually had me promoting with him at what was that, 6 Element, and DJ 13 was the DJ. And I told you I like to dance. I'm still one of the dudes that if I'm in the club, I don't care how y'all look. I'm a dance. I'm gonna have fun. And so I went up to DJ 13 and was like, "Hey, play this." So I just started like watching him do it, and I started like just kind of messing with it and shit. And then long story short, it got to the point where I'd be doing like 30 minutes of his set. And then he had to take a step down, you know what I'm saying, to deal with some stuff he had going on. And Ace was like, "Well, shit, you know how to do it? You want to do it?" And I'm like, "Cool." And the next week, where I'm supposed to do it, he actually had me at fucking Exoticas. So my first time ever DJing by myself, I actually went and bought the computer, the board, and everything. I DJ'd at one of the most crackest strip clubs that we had here. And boy, that shit was hectic, but it was real dope.
Yeah. Now, being a DJ, like, did you have a lot of artists, or do you get a lot of women and stuff trying to, like, you know, talk to the DJ and artists trying to give you their music and stuff like that?
What? Dudes come up to me every time, be like, "Hey, bro, play my song, play my song, play my song." And in the beginning, I used to be like, "Bro, I don't even know how to download stuff." So I used to get away with not playing that stuff. But then, like, you know, if you really want your shit played, I'll be like, "Shit, pay me." Motherfuckers in Atlanta be charging $500, $100 to play their song in the club. I was like, "Man, give me a dub or something like that." And if you can't give me a dub, you don't care about your shit like that. So.
Like, a dub, like, that ain't nothing, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
motherfucker looked at me like, "Bro, you want 5?" I'm like, "Bro, what I'm gonna do with $5? It costs $200 to go outside." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what I'm doing with 5?
That shit crazy. What inspired you to get into like the comedy lane and stuff like that?
So one of my cousins, he actually had a comedy show coming up. Shout out to my boy Dominique, and he asked me to host the comedy show because he used to see it at my family picnics on the microphone, talking, having people laughing and stuff. And I was nervous as shit. And the comedy show, we had Myron, we had I think it was Tom Johnson. We had a few people that was known for comedy at the time. And I feel like I did a great job. I got too drunk though because I was so nervous. I got too drunk. And after that, I just kept going, just hosting comedy shows and stuff. And then Myron actually, him and T. Kingsby, they actually pulled me to the side and said, you should do a set. And I'm like, shit, a set of what? Like, you trying to play spades or something? Like, what you be doing? And they was like, no, I'll do a comedy set. And they actually, I was too nervous. And I did an open mic at, at Oasis. And they told me, basically, T. Kings, he told me one thing. He was like, don't try to get up here and be me. Like, him saying that. Like, don't try to get up here and be nobody else. Be you. Do what you do when you host and make it, you know what I'm saying? Make it fit. Mm-hmm. And I did that, and it took off better than I thought it was going to do, and it was a blessing. So that's actually what started it, and it just never stopped.
That's what's up. Now, since we talking about you being a comedian and stuff like that, the situation with Will and Chris Rock, man, like, have you ever had a situation where you cracked a joke on somebody and they like, man, I'm going to get up, they try to walk on stage or anything?
Hell yeah. Real quick, I'll tell you, we was at a roast contest for Julian's birthday party. I actually got a video for sure to you. It's a roast contest, and the comedian that just went up before me, he said something to the crowd, and the crowd was flaming him, like ribbing him, and they was going crazy on him, like just going nuts on him. He couldn't even get no shit off at the time, and I'm like, all right, I know when I get up here, I'm gonna fuck with the crowd. And I never reel nobody to the point where they want to cry like, you ugly ass bitch, your feet fat. And I rib you to the point where it make it funny, like a dude sitting by himself, like, y'all leave him alone, he a serial killer, he by himself, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah. Make people laugh, but make him not feel like I'm talking about him. And when I got on, I ribbed literally the whole crowd. When I got to the front, it was a dude with an outfit on that you just knew it was fake, and I said something about it, and I was going to keep going, and he said something back, and so now I have a microphone where I'm louder than you, you're not going to win this, so I started flaming him, and it got so bad that he got on the phone, I was like, you really want to do this, cuz? Went outside, grabbed his gun and everything. They had to go stop him and shit. I was nervous. But
I can imagine shit. Somebody trying to threaten you and like take it to that level. Like, you got to be careful. But that's the thing. Like, I understand it too. You're a comedian, like, and that's what's going to happen. If you don't really want to get talked about, I wouldn't sit in the front row.
Don't even come damn near, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So I'm like, nah, that's why I never went on the show, bro. Oh, man. So, how did the skits come about? Like, you doing skits on Instagram and stuff like that with other comedians and stuff like that?
So, with the skit lane, that came about with just saying, actually, they pushed me. Myron, I call him right now. He said, I'm bullshit. I need to do more. So, they'd be pushing me, like, do this and do that. And it was never really something that I could find my niche with. You know, like Myron, he got the fofo, B. Jones, he got the voiceovers. You know what I'm saying? Like, go-to, Bankhead, he got his go-tos. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know what my go-to is, so I just started doing stuff that I was feeling at the time, and it'd be sporadic, but I'd just be feeling something. I'd be like, let me just do this real quick, and it'd be funny to me. It feel like it gotta be funny to me. Sometimes stuff don't be funny to me, but it'd be funny to somebody else, and I don't want to put it out if I don't think it's funny to me. So I just try to ride with what I like. So. Yeah,
and you got your own style and stuff like that, and like, your style complements Myron, B. Jones, and Bankhead. Like, it all go together. Mm-hmm. So, and I think that's dope. Like, that y'all got that connection and relationship with each other.
Appreciate it.
For sure. Have you ever thought about, since you're friends with Myron and B. Jones and them, have you ever thought about moving to Atlanta to pursue the comedy?
Absolutely. It's definitely a thought that goes through my mind all the time. And this ain't no disrespect to nobody, but I can't do it for multiple reasons. You know, it's just like, I don't want to go down there and be under somebody waiting on it to happen. Not saying I'll be under Myron, but you know what I'm saying, I would be under them trying to build my name up. If I was to go down there, I had to have a job already signed up, and that'd be something on the back burner where if it pop, it blow, congratulations to me. But if it don't, I got the stability already, you know what I'm saying? But definitely a dream. But you know, it just be nervous. Motherfuckers be scared to jump off that cliff.
Yeah, I get it. That's how it is with anything, man. But it's just like, you know, you got to take the risk, or it's just scary to take risks. Put it like that. Yeah. Even for myself, speaking for myself. You're a pretty popular person here in Milwaukee. Hey. Like, I think it was. I don't even know if it probably was before you was even doing comedy.
Way before that, yeah.
Yeah. So, with that being said, like, by you like being popular, do you have a lot of women trying to hook up with you and stuff like you, or do you have a lot of guys that hate you like, dude got all the girls, dude think he funny or whatever like that?
You definitely get both sides of it, and I look at it as a compliment both ways. The female part, I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I'm very flirtatious, but it don't be on purpose. I smile when I talk, and I like, you know what I'm saying? So, You know, a lot of people may take it the wrong way, but it do be a lot of that. And with the dude part, a lot of it don't come to me. I hear it from the grapevine, but like directly it don't come to me, so that'd be a good thing. I don't be wanting problems with nobody, bro. I just want to live my life and have fun. But it's a given. It comes with the territory.
Right. Are you in a space where you want to be in a relationship, or is there a reason why you're not in a relationship, or you just don't? Like you want to focus on your career? Or?
Nah, it's probably all me though, and it's just like with my lifestyle, it's hard for somebody to, you know what I'm saying, be like for example, if I see somebody and I know him, it's a female, I'm gonna go give her a hug. I ain't gonna put my dick on her and shit, but I'm gonna give her a hug. I'm gonna speak to her, and we can keep it moving. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of that times people be feeling like that's disrespectful to the female or anything like that, and I'm just like, nah, that's me. If I see you out, I'm gonna come shake up with you, dap you, want to drink. You know what I'm saying? Like I do that with everybody's, but a lot of times females that look at that as like disrespect.
Right, and I definitely understand that. Like sometimes it's hard, like when you in like your occupation and what you do, whether it's being a comedian, a DJ, or hosting, you're very known. So a lot of people want to, interact with you, and a lot of people can't take that. Like, I don't like that. A lot of jealousy, or not even that, just insecurities, or just like anything. Like, I don't know. Like, and it's not even. It's crazy because it cannot be you. Like, it ain't got to be you. It could just be somebody else's intentions. Like, oh,
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So.
But I want that. I want people to feel like they can walk up to me and talk to me. Like, I don't want you to ever feel like when I see he up, you know what I'm saying, he think he Hollywood or anything. Like, hell no, I'm a regular ass nigga. Come shop with me. We gonna sit at the table with me and everything.
Right.
Like,
right. And that's the vibe I get from you. Like, you cool and you humble and you laid back. Like, you not Hollywood or nothing. But I wanted to ask you, like, does it ever be nervous to you, like, when you go out in the public or you out somewhere, like, you don't really know nobody's intentions, and, like, they come up to you, like, is it kind of, like, nervous?
Hell yeah. It especially be bad with, like, you know what I'm saying, it be extra tough ass niggas. And I ain't saying it like that, but, like, extra stuff. What up, E? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what up, fool? Like, I don't know their name either, but I don't know what they be on. I don't know where they know me from or anything like that. But then it'll be on some, yeah, nigga. Like, literally the other day said, nigga, you read me on Facebook. He said, I'm here now. He was like, and then he said, we can read right now, and laughed. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Right. I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? So it do be like a sense of like, all right, what you on with me? You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, and I've been lucky and blessed to be like, it's all been love. But that's because I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to embarrass nobody. But yeah.
Right. Yeah. Now, I get that from your comedy, too. Like, you're not one of them comedians that just, like you said, you don't want to embarrass somebody. You just want to make everybody laugh, even the person you're cracking a joke on. A lot of times you crack a joke on somebody, like, they're not going to laugh too much. They're going to laugh, but it's going to be like,
fuck that nigga.
Laugh, like, all right, bro, chill out. You know what I'm saying? But are there any other comedians that, like, you could see yourself, like, doing, like, skits with and stuff like that, or doing projects with?
For a fact, I did a lot of projects with Bodini. Y'all make sure y'all follow him. Real cool. Fat brother. That's my boy. We black dude, fat dude. Whatever we do, so I'm black, he fat. It's funny. Yeah. But him, for sure, Myron, B. Jones, Bankhead. You know who I really want to do one with? To me, he the funniest nigga here. Leo, the funniest nigga here to me. If you add, like, as far as skits go, dog fucking hilarious.
Leo funny as hell.
Shout out to Leo. Big Frank, my homie, we ain't never did no skits. And the thing is we ain't did none just because we ain't did them. I don't want nobody thinking like it's comedian beef or anything like that. We just ain't did them. You know what I'm saying? They got their lane, I got my lane. If we see each other and we do it, actually I did do one with Big Frank. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it ain't happen. There's nobody I wouldn't work with. Anybody. You know what I'm saying?
And I was going to ask you about the Milwaukee comedy scene. What did you thought about it? Because the names you just named, like Leo, Big Frank, and Myron, B. Jones, like, I think we had a good state. Like, it's more people too. Like, more than just those people. There's a lot of other people and stuff like that that's doing their thing. But like, what's your take on it?
My take on it, I wish we would come together more. Like with Detroit and they rap scene, you think all them niggas cousins to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I feel like if we came together more, and it ain't saying that we ain't together, but if we can all push each other way more, you know what I'm saying, we could really take off with this shit. A lot of times, like, even the big dogs, like Kelly Kells, not saying it's a bad thing, but look at how high she went, you know what I'm saying? And she got up out of here. Myron, look how high he got up out of here. B. Jones, he up out of here now, so not saying that's that's great for them. But then, like, now somebody else got to bring it up and try to get Milwaukee and stay here and try to bring us all together.
Yeah. I think, what it is, too, like, when it comes to, like, other cities, like, they just bigger markets than we.
For a fact.
I can compare us to Detroit, like, Detroit is a big market, but when it came to musically at the time, it wasn't always so big. And I think by them working together and just sticking in their lane, staying in their lane, creating a buzz, and working with each other, like that's how you supposed to do it. But I don't know like why it's so hard for us, but
it's gonna happen.
It's definitely gonna happen because I feel like we starting to become a bigger like market. After winning the championship, and then just they starting to see more talent come from here. Myron, Lakia, and Kelly Kells and stuff like that.
And they do rep Milwaukee to the day they die too. Like they let a motherfucker know ASAP. Now I'm from the mill. This my shit. Yeah.
Right. And it's good to see that. Like it's good to see that. Like I see you put a lot of work in too. So if you stay consistent in doing what you're doing and find your niche, like it's definitely gonna come.
And I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait neither, man. Now with the MKE Verified podcast, like how did you like land that gig to be like the host on that show?
So actually, where I found out who MKE Verified was, it's funny, they made a top 10 comedian list, and I wasn't on it. And I was like, okay, I ain't get mad, I ain't get salty. It was like, oh, okay. But then people was tagging me like, where you the black, where you the black? So I followed the page. I started tapping in with him and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So then the person of the page started actually tagging me and stuff like, okay, he's up here. Then one day randomly, I got a DM from him and was like, hey, would you like to host our podcast? And I'm like, it was literally just like that. Like, would you like we seen your work. We actually saw you out. You know what I'm saying? We like your energy and stuff like that. And it went from there. And, it was weird because I ain't know who it was. And I'm just like, who the fuck is behind this page? And people ask me, is it me? It's not me. And I ain't telling y'all who it is either. But they asked me, they was like, you want to meet up with us? We can go over everything and shit like that. So I met up with them. It was all cool. They cool people. So that's how that happened.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. Like, it's good to see Milwaukee getting like so many different platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like, got the Rap Drive, Mixtape Trappers, MK Verified, Kicking It with Tyree. We got a whole bunch of platforms to start to build. And we just now like starting to get out there and just get more platforms. Because I don't see nobody as competition. I just see it as another outlet for everybody to like push the city on that.
And that's how you're supposed to look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of people might be like, oh, damn, they doing interviews too? Or this and that. Like, it's competition. And if you stay in your lane, like, you really have nothing to worry about.
You can't nobody stop your bag, bro.
And just because, another thing I put out there too, like, just because you did an interview on my show don't mean somebody else can't interview you or just say, for instance, if you went to Jerry for interview first, I ain't got to look at it and be like, damn, he interviewed him already. I don't want to interview him.
Right.
Like, that's stupid to me. Like, you can interview who you want to interview and everybody can interview with each other. That's what it's all about.
Exactly. For a fact.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to inspirations and stuff, like, who is your top 5 comedians of all time? It could be local, major, or whatever.
So my top 5 comedians, I'm first the GOAT, Dave Chappelle. He the funniest nigga ever to me. And then right behind him on his coattail, Bernie Mac. Rest in peace to Bernie. And I'm just doing like really industry. These are the ones I look up to. Them two for sure. Cat Williams. That's 3. Corey Holcomb. Because I'm one of the people that say whatever I'm gonna say. It don't matter who get offended by it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they do. It's like Corey Holcomb. And then I'm gonna put let me see. Probably Lavelle Crawford, and then no, Ari Spears, and then honorable mention is Kevin Hart. I like the old Kevin Hart more than anything. The old Kevin Hart was fucking hilarious. He was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The new Kevin Hart is just, I don't know. But.
You know what's crazy? Not that, like, you give me a Kevin Hart vibe, bro. Like,
I hear
I'm
that,
not saying that, like, I don't
you good.
None of that. Like, just your energy it kind of reminds me of Kevin Hart, bro. Like, I can see it, like, the way you act and your energy. I can see you in movies. Like, you got some people, like, be like, I don't know if I can see them in a movie. They good stand-up. Some people good at stand-up, some people good at movies. But I think you'll have a successful run in both.
That's crazy because I actually, even though he's not one of my favorite comedians, I actually look up to him the most just by his grind, what he did, the way he moved, and like his strategic planning is like dope. Like the shit that he do outside the camera is amazing. So like he actually is one of like, I probably only have one person that whenever they make a post or anything like that come to my phone, I want to see what he doing every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because dog moves so strategically and smart. Just with that new thing he did, True Story, and the way he switched up his whole persona was amazing to me.
I didn't see that coming.
Man, listen.
I didn't see that coming at all.
That wasn't Kevin Hart. That was an actor. That wasn't Kevin Hart. That was an actor. You know, it's a lot of roles that he had. He played a Kevin Hart role where it fit him. That was a role that they said you want to play it and you have to become a character. Right. And that's what I want to be. That's what I want to be able to do is become a character to whatever I'm doing.
Just like I don't know if you follow Bel Air?
The movie series?
The series?
Nigga, that shit
Did
cold.
you just see the episode with
Yes.
Marlon Wayans? So that's another situation.
You didn't see that coming from him.
I didn't at all.
When he walked in the door, I'm like, all right, whatever. But then he was like, hands in his pockets, all serious, and like, I'm like, dog, really acting.
Right. But you know, it's crazy now. I started thinking about it. Like, he's been in like serious roles before, like Requiem for a Dream. That was his first.
That was his first. Yeah.
So that was dope. But just to see him, like, I didn't expect the father to be Marlon Wayans. I thought it was going to be like another one of them like actors they have that's already in that lane for like drama and stuff.
Like a father type. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Didn't expect him.
I actually thought it was going to be Will Smith for some reason.
That would have been dope.
That would have been very dope.
That would have been dope.
But you know, that was dope that he did it and stuff like that. So what's next for you, man?
What's next right now? Like I stated, I really want to see where this movie stuff go. I want to push for that, and I just think that the more walls I break down, the more opportunities that come. I'm my biggest downfall because I stopped myself from doing so much. So I just got to get over that. Like, you know, a lot of people, like, I'm gonna give a huge shout out to two of my homies, Steve and my boy. I don't want to call him his real name. What is it? Real Street Comedy. I was gonna call him his real name because I know them niggas personally. But like seeing that the shit that they doing right now. Like, and the grind that they putting together, my nigga was down in Miami with his camera, for real, taking that shit serious, you know what I'm saying? So, like, seeing that is inspiration. I don't hate on nobody. I see it and I'm like, damn, I'm happy for them. Let me start running type shit. So, just stop being my biggest downfall and stop limiting myself to, you know what I'm saying, waiting on somebody else to, you know what I'm saying, be like, let's do this, let's do that. Just do it on my own.
Right. You know who I be following a lot, bro, when it comes to like me watching and trying to perfect my craft? I watch $1 Million Worth of Game a lot with Gilly and Wallow.
I heard about that, yeah.
Of course, I watch Vlad and the No Jumper and stuff like that and all the smoke, but I really be looking like at Wallow's story. Like, he basically, like, he got out of prison from serving like most of his life in jail. And
look where the fuck
exactly. And then he just said, like, you know, him and Gilly was like, bro, like, a lot of people just be putting, like, overthinking stuff. Like, thinking, oh, I gotta have this, I gotta have this, versus just do that shit.
Do it, bro.
And that's exactly how it was, bro. Like, I copped the camera from bro, Ray.
Shout out to my boy, Ray.
Shout out to Ray, bro. Like, cause he been telling me to do this camera shit, and I gave him the, like, how I was gonna do it, and I'm doing it. Like, I've never seen myself really doing this like that. And that I'm doing it, you know, it's a blessing. Of course, I always like, it's not kind of crazy to my cousins. They like, yeah, you in the right lane because you used to ask a lot of fucking questions. So, but yeah, like, before I was even going to start, bro, I was like, I got to have this. I got to have a better lens. I got to have this. I got to have that. Versus me like, you know what? I don't need, let me just do it.
Just do that
Just
shit.
do it. And then you're going to grow as you do it. So that's what all really matters. And I see you exactly doing that. Like, you're growing, like, you might not have found your niche right now, like you said, everybody else have, but the more you keep working, keep doing skits, it's going to click. Like, you can be like, what people doing that I can do different? What could I do different that, you know, than other people? So, you know, who knows? Yours might be, I'll tell you off camera. I'll tell you off camera because I don't want anybody to take it. But like I said, I definitely see you going far, being like on stage and in movies, and your energy is everything, bro. Like when I met you, bro, I didn't get no bad vibes or nothing. Like, I got nothing but good vibes. So just your energy alone, I feel like that's gonna lead you into open up doors and like have you going into rooms you never imagined.
Man, and I'm praying on it. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, I appreciate you for sitting down with me and having this interview. And, you know what I'm saying, just being humble as you are and just answering these questions for me, it's a blessing, bro. And as long as you keep doing what you're doing and stay in your lane and like push yourself, I see you going far, bro.
Man, I appreciate that. Thanks for having me. Shout out to everybody that support the entire movement.
Yeah.
Man, thank you and all that, man. I wish the best for you as well, pimp.
For sure, appreciate it. Also, shout out MKE Verified.
Oh, yeah, man, MKE Verified, man. Shout out to all my homies, everybody that supported me. I appreciate everybody from fans to family, and even haters. I need all y'all, so I thank all y'all, and I'm looking forward to the next play.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir.